Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spicy Ramen. I'm here to bring you Beautiful, Beautiful Cancer by Esquire. I actually don't know much about this, but I was looking up Star Wars, and this is what I come across. I want to fucking kill myself. The year Star Wars fans finally ruined Star Wars. No, we didn't ruin Star Wars. Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson ruined Star Wars when they killed Luke and created this fucking abomination of a character. Yes, she's a Mary Sue. Fuck Ray. Also, Rose, you don't help either. But you were perfect, Kylo. That was gay. Some of my earliest memories are... Some of my earliest memories about movies are of Star Wars, taking old wrapping paper tubes and playing lightsabers with my dad, dressing up as Luke Skywalker, desperately wanting that Millennium Falcon Lego set, watching the original VHS box trilogy, and having fast forward through Leonard Maltin's boring interview with George Lucas every goddamn time. That's what Star Wars has always been to me, a movie that shaped my childhood along with my understanding of good and evil. Luke and Leia and Obi-Wan and Yoda, all these characters aided in honoring my own moral compass throughout my formative years. Okay, first of all, boy, you need to learn how to fucking type, because it should be Luke, Leia, Obi-Wan, and Yoda. English, come on. I'm fucking Asian and I know this shit. Of course, I grew up, but I never forgot these characters or their values. In fact, I'm only somewhat ashamed to admit that I cried in the theater when I, then a grown-ass adult, watched Han Solo die. It was like losing a member of my own family. Even then, tearing up during The Force Awakens, I had no idea that just 3 years later, even the mention of Star Wars would fill me with dread. Trust me, dude, you're not the only one. Only difference is, you write for Esquire and you're probably some emasculated feminist, while the rest of us just don't like the way that the old characters have been treated, especially Mark Hamill. Man looks sad. These days, Star Wars coverage is a large part of my job. As a culture critic, writer, and editor, hardly a week goes by where I don't touch something Star Wars related. Since Disney rebooted the franchise, it produced some of the highest-grossing movies of the last 4 years, not to mention limitless news, takes, and theories about each film. Okay, first of all, how bad are you at your job if Star Wars comes up weekly in your writer, editor, critic job? I'm pretty sure there's better things for you to be writing about than fucking Star Wars. Star Wars and a loud section of Star Wars fans have tragically become synonymous with hate, bigotry, and pervasive assholishness in 2018. From a very sinister online campaign to racist and misogynistic attack on actors to baffling stupid takes and interpretations of the film. The Last Jedi inspired the worst impulses of a far-right movement that's taking hold of the internet and extending influence in the real world. People who did not like The Last Jedi are far-right. I love how you call everybody that disliked the movie, or, a bunch of the Star Wars fans, hateful, bigots, and assholes. The hate began almost immediately after The Last Jedi hit theaters to positive reviews from critics. Days after the movie was released, Rotten Tomatoes was swarmed with negative reviews, making the biggest disparity between fans and critics in the history of the franchise. As of this week, the film has a 91% from critics and a 45% from fans. While many of the fans have legitimate concerns with the actual filmmaking, many of these audience reviews are coming from a different place, like this comparatively tame one I pulled random from the first page of Rotten Tomatoes. I'm still lamenting over how terrible this movie was. I have to pretend I never saw it just to get me through the day. We're not buying your political agenda. I didn't see Solo as a way of giving the finger to Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy, and many others did the same. That's right, Solo failed at the box office. It was a Star Wars movie that lost money. I can't believe I can say that, and that's true. a Star Wars movie lost money at the box office. Well, let's continue with this cancer. This became the narrative surrounding Star Wars and the rejection of The Last Jedi throughout 2018. Emboldened members of the far-right used Star Wars as another easy target for online hatred. Okay. Just because somebody disagrees with the liberal, no, not liberal, not at all liberal, the far left's agenda does not make you far right. That's fucking stupid. Well, I think at this point you get the gist of this entire article. It basically shits on Star Wars fans that didn't like The Last Jedi. Calls us every buzzword in the book, and then he keeps calling us far right trolls. That's his only argument against the Star Wars fans. This because we don't like The Last Jedi. That's cool. Fine. I'm not gonna read the rest of your fucking article, or at least I'm not gonna put it in the video because I already read the entire thing. It was shit. So let's move on to.
We're not doing credit. You're gonna give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's the.
Okay, pretty typical. Guy just wants his money back. Probably just had a bad experience, or is there to return something.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
Well, at least she's being smart and leaving the situation instead of escalating it. Okay, give her props.
I need your corporate number because I'm going to call them and talk about how it's misgendered several times in this store.
I apologize for that.
I need your corporate number now.
I can get that for you if you'd like. That's not a problem.
Get it for me now.
I can do that. I'm going to ask you to calm down and stop cussing.
Give me your
Stop
corporate
hitting
number.
destroying property.
Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man because quite clearly I am not.
And I apologize. I'm sorry.
Quite clearly you're not. I'm sorry, dude. Your passing privilege is pretty piss poor. You look like a dude. I'm sorry. Well, with that, I think I'm going to end this video. This is Spicy Ramen. Like and subscribe. And check back soon for a new video. Probably not. I'm a lazy fuck.